Let's talk about the games yesterday. First off, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers don't owe Green Bay nothing. Aaron Rodgers last year, Green Bay drafted Jordan Love the first round. They passed on guys like Patrick Queen, T. Higgins, Chase Claypool, and probably a ton more. Chase Claypool would have been a great receiver for Aaron Rodgers. Would have helped him out tremendously. Green Bay wasted Aaron Rodgers' first 2 or 3 years of his career by benching him or Brett Favre. And now they got the worst coach in football, one of the worst coaches in football, ruining his career. Now, granted, he should have ran the touchdown in. But Aaron Rodgers owes Green Bay nothing. It's time for him to make his move, force his way out. He should go to the 49ers or anywhere else, but Tom Brady goes to a Super Bowl right now. Aaron Rodgers should be going to a Super Bowl, but his coach prevented him from it. So it's time for Aaron Rodgers to leave Green Bay. They drafted his replacement. You got a first 24th pick. You got to help your offense or help your defense out. You don't draft your replacement. And let's be honest about it. Boy, I'm losing my mind. Let's be honest about it. Matt LaFleur is a horrible coach. The only reason his record's so good is because of Aaron Rodgers. So if I'm Aaron Rodgers, is a no-brainer. I want out of there. They fucked him. They fucked Aaron Rodgers by drafting. You don't waste a first-round pick on a fucking quarterback that's probably never going to be any good anyway. I mean, it's just a dumb move. Now, Buffalo. Josh Allen played horrible. Terrible. He cost them the game along with Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott, never. If you put Josh Allen in Kansas City, he'd be like Pat Mahomes without the accuracy, but he'd be way better than he is now. Pat Mahomes is a great quarterback, but without Andy Reid, is he as great as he is? No way. He's still great, still a franchise, but Andy Reid makes him that much better. Pat Mahomes is a beneficiary of having Andy Reid. No doubt about it. But he's still a great quarterback. And he's got great weapons. Well, one great weapon. I look for the Chiefs to rout, and I mean rout Tampa Bay. Sean McDermott ain't ever going to get the best out of Josh Allen. Never. Not even close. Sean McDermott's taking that team as far as he can take him. It's time to move on from him. They need to get themselves an offensive-minded coach. You know what would have been good for them? Urban Meyer. Now, here's what I don't understand about Sean Daniel McDermott. You got Josh Allen, right? He's 6'5", 270 pounds, 60, whatever. He's a fucking monster. You're down in the red zone. You got to run him. They should have been running Josh Allen like all game. You got 2 weeks to go to the Super. You should have been running. Hey, if Josh Allen would have ran a lot yesterday, designed runs, or even not even designed, just ran when the pocket broke down to forward instead of running backwards, that would have been a different game. That game got out of hand. They had a 9-0 lead, and then they got outscored 38-6 after that for a while. That's on Sean McDermott. If I'm Buffalo, I got to fire McDermott. You're never going to be any better with McDermott. It's just a fact. They need an offensive-minded coach. And I have my same reserves about Stefanski. Will he get the best out of Baker Mayfield? I don't know. I think the Browns, I'm serious, man. Stefanski really, he cost the Browns a chance to beat the Chiefs. We should have beat the Chiefs. Here's my thing with Stefanski. Let Baker Mayfield win the game. He was throwing dimes all game. Let him win the game for you. You know what? If he doesn't win the game, then we lose. I can accept that. But let him have a chance to win it. So I blame Stefanski, and I'm not sure he's the man moving forward. I know these Browns fans are like, oh, my God, we got a great coach, this and that. Well, yeah, a great coach that cost us a chance to go to the AFC title game. Brady played like shit yesterday. He played horrible, but he got the win because of Matt LaFleur. And but I tell you what, that one dude, Whitehead, I was sitting there watching the game, right? And I thought he was that fucking punk that the Browns had that they cut. I forget, he had some problems. I think he was a racist guy or something, Jerome Whitehead. I thought it was him, but it wasn't. Because I was like, man, this dude used to play for the Browns. He's a beast. But it wasn't him. I think Brady's going to get humiliated. And I'm going to tell you something. KC's defense, Green Bay's defense is, Green Bay's defense is so bad that if Mahomes would have played Green Bay, he would have set records. Mike Patton's a fucking high school coach at best. But I think, what was I going to say? Really underrated is Kansas City's defense. That defense is a fucking unit. They're a good unit. They play good. Spagnuolo, he knows how to beat Brady. So, yeah, Brady was just throwing balls up. He looked terrible. Brady looked horrible. He did. Even his touchdowns in the first half, the one should have been picked off. I mean, this fucking cornerback. Why is he looking back in the? Why is he looking in the backfield the whole time he's running? I mean, you know the ball's going to this guy. Sorensen's a beast. But yeah, they're fucking. Green Bay needs to. Aaron Rodgers needs to leave Green Bay. They did him wrong. And just think about it. If it wasn't for an offsides call on D Ford, Chiefs go to another. They go to a Super Bowl. They probably beat. They would have beat the Rams that year. And look at Mayfield in the red zone versus the Chiefs as opposed to what's his name, Josh Allen. That's on fucking McDermott. McDermott's a horrible coach. I'm sorry. When you got a franchise quarterback, you got to surround him by an offensive-minded coach. Do you think if Mahomes had Steve Spagnuolo as his head coach, he'd be as good as he is right now? Fuck no. You need to surround him with an offensive-minded coach. Josh Allen will never reach his maximum potential with Sean McDermott. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. You got food there, bro? Here, hold on. There, eat it. I'm taking that one cat I got, that tricolor cat. I'm having its nails clipped. I'm dropping off in the park in a little bit. Motherfucker scratched me, and I'm fucking. I just want to beat the fucking. I was hiding around, scared to death to come out. Look at it's hiding under that chair because it's scared. Little fucking faggot. Motherfucker clawed me. Put its claws on me, like stretching, and that pissed me off. I snapped on it. So I look for the Chiefs to beat. It's going to be a game. I think it's going to be a blowout. Tampa, and they're talking about Tampa Bay's at home, the warm weather. That benefits the Chiefs, man. Tom Brady's probably the most overrated quarterback I've ever seen. He has to have everything perfect for him. NFC is pathetic. The AFC, if you're a quarterback in the AFC, you should be trying to get out of the AFC right now because the AFC's got so many young quarterbacks that are fucking good, and there's so many teams that are good. Aaron Rodgers or anybody outside of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's so bad they can't even. If you think about the Ravens, they can't even get a receiver because no one wants to play with them. If you're a number one receiver, do you want to go to a guy that? Do you want to go play for a guy that can't throw a football? And you can't tell me if you're a Ravens fan right now that if the Ravens could acquire Baker Mayfield or Josh Allen, they wouldn't. They would do it in a heartbeat. If I was the Ravens, the first thing I would do is I would talk to Josh or Lamar and say, listen, we got to move on from you. They need to move. They need to get a quarterback. Even Joe Flacco was a beast when it came to playoff mode. Hey, you can see Aaron Rodgers hates Tom Brady. I don't think any players in the league really like Tom Brady. Hey, I liked Brady when he was with the Patriots, but now I got no use for him. But Brady was smart. He's seen that roster was garbage. He was smart. I don't blame him for leaving. That roster was done. No, Lamar ain't gonna. People want to convert him into a running back receiver. He's got to be defensive player. I don't think Lamar can catch a football or run. He's too small to be a running back. I think he'd be a Hall of Fame safety. Could you imagine him patrolling the safety? Guy'd be unbelievable. It should be a kick return. I agree. Yeah, football's over. One more week and it sucks. 2 more weeks and it sucks. It's over. Lamar could definitely be a safety. What are you, fucking 5 years old? Goonga, goonga. Did that suit your needs, Antonio? Goonga, goonga. Fucking nerd. I like to rid myself of these clowns that watch me. These children. I hate having children watch me. Hey, Antonio. Goonga, goonga. Goonga didn't make me no famous, man. I've been famous way before Goonga. Goonga had nothing to do with making me famous. I know. Hey, that's what I'm saying. This dude says, imagine asking a grown man to say Goonga. That's. I'm sitting in my mind thinking that right now. I'm thinking this dude's got to be 6 years old. Can you say Goonga for me? Goonga, Goonga. I think it'll be 42-31. The Browns are the only team that played the Chiefs. The Browns should have beat the Chiefs. Stefanski stopped us from beating them. We were making them kick field goals even with Mahomes. So, yeah, we had the Chiefs beat. Our coach stopped us. It's a shame. Hey, Antonio. Goonga, goonga. John Dorsey, hey, if they were smart, they let John Dorsey do everything in that organization. John Dorsey found Mahomes in Mayfield. He's a stud. Am I mentally ill? Absolutely, I'm mentally ill. I could actually probably draw an SSI. John Gruden to Cleveland. What do you want to turn him into a losing organization? Everyone thought Gruden was a good coach, one of the worst coaches ever. These glasses are great. Well, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I want the fuck out of Green Bay. They wasted his first 3 years of his career and his last 6 years. So, guys, he's too good. He's the best quarterback in the game right now. Antonio, I'm not even mad at Antonio. I hate when kids ask me to say that. I mean, you're asking a grown man to act like a fucking child. It's retarded. I don't see the fascination with the Goonga anyway. I really don't. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers should leave and say Green Bay is a terrible place. Hey, the only time you go to Green Bay is if you're trying to avoid the cops. It's a place to go hide. Green Bay is a horrible place to live. It's like a fucking little village. Truth Setting You Free used to be a Green Bay Packer fan. Remember that guy, Truth Setting You Free? Which glasses look better? What's up, buddy? Beast. Hold up. What glasses look better? Maybe I'll start wearing these again. Look. Look. These things, look how bad these look. These are beast. No, these are beast. The AFC does run through Cleveland. Bro, you got food there. Look. This kid needs to man the fuck up, man. Always wanting food. I feed it every fucking day. It gets everything it wants. I wish I didn't. Honestly, I wish I had no cats. I wish I had no fucking cats because I'd sell my house and move the fuck. I'd go get a fucking RV and I'd just travel. I'm gonna eventually drop down to two or three cats. I think I'm gonna take some of this. I'm like this cat here. I'm starting to hate. I think I'm just gonna dump this cat in the woods somewhere. I'm really starting to hate that cat. There's a few cats I want to get rid of. They just I just don't want them anymore. I took them in because they had no homes. Now I don't want them. You call me Fed Smoker? Get the fuck out of you, clown. Fed Smoker was a loser, you fucking loser. You'll never come to my fucking stream again, you fucking loser. I just don't want cats anymore. I just want to get the fuck away from them. I want to leave. Oh, yeah, Watson. Hey, Watson acts like he's a franchise quarterback. He can pick it. Watson's garbage. You're talking about a guy that blew a 24 to fucking nothing lead in the playoffs. That guy's horrible. If I get rid of the cats, I'll find homes for them. I'm not going to dump them. I do want to find homes for like 3 or 4, though. Like Chinky's an outdoor cat. That cat can survive outdoors, but I'll never get rid of Chinky. Chinky and Mookie, the only cats I'll keep. And I think the silver one, those 3. But this cat can leave. Coming a fucking Aaron Rodgers. If I was the Texans, I would be like, nah, you know what? You're here. If you don't want to play, you'll sit the bench, whatever. I would just punish them. Yeah, exactly. Watson's a good regular season quarterback, but in the playoffs, he sucks. I don't hate my cats. It's just I just need them to leave me the fuck alone, man. I get no fucking privacy with these motherfuckers, man. I can't just lay down. They gotta come fucking run by me everywhere I go. And this one, I'm really starting to fucking hate. I'm surprised I haven't beat the shit out of this cat here. It's really starting to irritate me. Tom Savage would be a better choice right now than Deshaun Watson. Yeah, Rodgers has horrible coaching. What do you want me to do? Guy's the best quarterback ever. Here, Derek Carr's garbage. Stafford's a beast. AJ McCarron might be a better option right now than Deshaun Watson. I don't know why Deshaun Watson thinks he's a franchise. I really don't. Dak. See, there's certain guys I look at like the Dak Prescott. He's like a little bit worse than Deshaun Watson. Stafford, I like Stafford, but I'm not sold on him either. I put him in the Deshaun Watson class. Nothing special about him. I mean, guy's been in the league, so I don't know. We need somebody to help Miles. I don't think Dak Prescott's that good. I really don't. See, when I look for a franchise quarterback, I look for a guy that can throw in tight windows and has a strong arm. Mayfield has that. Watson doesn't. I got to have a guy with a strong arm. I got to. I need a guy that can sling it in tight windows. Aaron Rodgers. People say Brady don't have an arm. He has a strong arm. He used to have a real good arm. Who's better in my opinion? Let me put it this way. That's not even that's just a fact. But if I had to take Aaron, I think Aaron Rodgers, you put him in KC, he does the same thing, if not better. He's a better passer than Mahomes. I do believe Mahomes is a great player, but he's in a perfect system. Why would not? Fuck the Raiders. Rodgers needs to go to San Fran. He needs a defense. Watson, he could probably do the same thing in KC to an extent, but he's not as good as Mahomes. Not even close. Hey, could you imagine a Lamar Jackson in KC? It turned him into a 4-12 team. Top 5 quarterbacks: Aaron Rodgers, Mayfield, Mahomes, Brady, and probably Allen, but he played bad. I would love to see what Mahomes would have done in Cleveland. Through a lot of coaching changes. Different he had to learn. So I give Mayfield all the credit. I mean, you got to understand, Mahomes been in the same system. Plus, he sat a year too. That probably helped him out. I don't know why people say Mayfield's unlikable. I don't know why. I like him. Hey, tell me that Eric Bieniemy don't look like a 400-pound Hugh Jackson. The Raiders need definitely help on defense. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want Stefanski either to give up play calling or be gone. I'm at the point now where if he can't give up play call, I don't even want him coaching. Look, you know why I'm not real high on Mahomes like I thought I would be? I seen the Cleveland Browns hold him to field goals, and the Browns' defense is horrible. When the Browns can hold you to field goals, well, they're cutting down some kind of tree. What the fuck are they doing? Yeah, the Browns. I mean, I know he had his yards, but they held him to field goals. Eagles doomed this. Yeah, they need a quarterback. His glasses are great. Bill Belichick. See, Bill Belichick can defend anybody. I'm not enabling super chat so fucking YouTube can get 30%. You want to donate? MAC9950 yahoo.com. They sure called that hit on the Packers guy yesterday. MAC9950 yahoo.com. That's some PayPal. Well, I wish I could write it in the chat. I would do it. I don't like Tom Brady. I don't. You know why I don't like Tom Brady? He comes across as a fucking little bitch. I do need to do a sports show. Me and that Bengals fan need to do a fucking sports show. Oh my God, Reed! What a mismatch that is, Reed versus Arians. Bruce Arians is like the worst coach ever. He might be one of the worst Super Bowl coaches ever. Him and Brian Billick. I like Andy Reid. I used to hate him. Adam Schefter's a weird dude. Bruce Arians is a nerd. I don't. I don't see a scenario where the Tampa Bay wins. I really don't. I'd like to see Rex Ryan get another coaching job. Hey, I'll be honest with you. I'd love to see Rex Ryan in Cleveland. Yeah, that's it. That's my PayPal. Hey, I would love to see Rex Ryan come to Cleveland as a head coach. I would take him right now. Once my coach lost me a playoff game. If my coach would have put the ball in fucking Mayfield's hand, I would have been like, and we lost the game. Say Mayfield threw a game-ending interception, I would accept that. But I can't accept that our coach took the ball out of our court. I can't accept that. Andy Reid made sure Mayfield wasn't getting the ball back. He said, you know what? I'd rather go for it on fourth down. I don't want to give May. Hey, what's his name? Said, oh, they weren't worried about Mayfield. That's why they went for it. Well, if that's the case, they would have punted the ball, had Mayfield go 80 yards. They didn't want Mayfield. Andy Reid knew Mayfield was throwing dimes. He's like, he ain't letting them get the ball back. Oh, the Browns would have beat the Bills. I don't see the Bills. I don't see the Bills being that good. Bills, they got to get, honestly, Sean McDermott's horrible. I hear all this stuff about how he should have been coach of the year. That guy's terrible. And I'll be honest with you, the Bills are a fucking sore losers. If Mayfield would have done what Josh Allen did, throwing the ball at somebody, it would be all over the news now. What a little bitch, you know? LaFleur sucks. Allen looked bad because he needs better coaching. Everyone was talking about, oh, Adam, what's his name? That coach, the offensive coordinator, Dayball. Even Stephon Diggs looked horrible yesterday. That's why I say the Chiefs' defense is underrated. It's gonna shut down Tampa Bay. You watch. I should be going for Tampa Bay because I kind of like Bruce Arians because he reminds me of myself. He's an older guy. He acts like he's young. Maybe I'm just jealous of Bruce Arians because he's older and acts like me, kind of. It's not even, it shouldn't even be an option. Me and my boy were talking about that last week before the Browns game. He said, "Would you leave the kicker at home or just have him kick on extra points?" I go, "Yep, that's it. I wouldn't even have him attempt a field goal." Should never attempt a field goal against KC. Never, because you know they're putting up 7. Although we did hold them to a lot of field goals. Hey, I should start streaming Call of Duty. I might start streaming Call of Duty tonight. I'm serious. I might start. I haven't played Warzone in over a month. I might start playing tonight on Twitch. Hey, listen. I want to know how to stream on Facebook. I need to know how to stream on Facebook. I really want to stream on there because I noticed on Facebook you could say whatever the fuck you want. So I'm thinking about streaming on Facebook. I'd like to do that. I see a lot of people streaming on Facebook. You know why the national media hates Baker? Because all these African American former players, they hate him that are analysts. All these African, like Keyshawn, what's his name? Not Keyshawn. Brandon Marshall, Marcellus Wiley, Bucky Brooks. They all hate Mayfield. That's what I'm saying. I got to figure out Facebook because I'll stream on Facebook. Right now, I'm going to have to go to Twitch because I already have it set up. If I ever stream, I'll make a video on my YouTube saying I'm streaming here. I'm streaming tonight. Fuck it. I wonder if I can make. Can I write in my own chat? No, I don't know how to write my own chat. Well, we already beat the Bills last year. OBS. Fox versus the Nerd. I don't know how some of these guys have jobs. You have to create a stream account? You can't stream from your regular Facebook account? Brandon Marshall, he ain't no beast, bro. The guy played for 10 teams. No one liked him. He was never made the playoffs. Brandon Marshall is a scrub. Mayfield's, I can't wait till Mayfield wins the Super Bowl. He'll do something great and punk people. I even think Colin Cowherd likes Mayfield now. You could tell. Out of all these young quarterbacks in the last couple drafts, outside of Mahomes, you take Mayfield over all of them. I played Resurgence, and I was like, hey, I'll be honest with you, Resurgence is what made Warzone great again. Brandon Marshall sucks, bro. No one likes him. He's a terrible teammate. He sucks. He's terrible. He's one of the worst receivers I've ever seen. He really is. He's just well, you don't go on so many teams if you're good. You don't play on that many teams. He's terrible. You can accept it. I don't know if it'll make any difference, but I think it's time I start playing ball. Yeah, when they changed, hey, let me ask you something. I heard they got a Resurgence Duels now. And one other thing. Coach stays, I play. Coach goes, I go. That was one of the greatest. Hey, what about when Gene Hackman's like, what Jimmy did for me, he could take the Indian National Guard to drag me away from here. T.O. was not the same way. But T.O. was a great player. You can't compare Brandon Marshall to T.O. T.O. was a great player. Brandon Marshall was a, what do you call that? Butterfingers. He was terrible. And that's another thing. Why do the Browns have a fullback? It's the dumbest position ever. They don't even use them. Oh, yeah. What's his name? Was a cancer, T.O., no doubt about it, but he was probably the best receiver that played the game. Wait, so you tell me in Rebirth Duos that you have to buy them back or you can't, they don't come back automatically? That sucks. Yeah, I got a PC, bro. I stream on a PC. Hold on. I got to get my fucking chewing tobacco. I got to quit this. I don't give a fuck. I got to find a new spitter, too. Rebirth Duels, you go to the Gulag. Oh, that's gay. I'll be honest with you. I hate the Gulag. The Gulag ruins the game. Now, do they still have a Resurgence Trios? Oh, right. Resurgence Quads they got now that you can come back in? Oh, I could actually quit chewing, but I'm not going to lie to you. I like it. Gas is up more now. Fucking Biden. Oh my god, quad. Hey, quads is garbage on that small map. That pisses. They should have kept it trios. If I play, I'll probably play quads. I hate that Gulag. I haven't smoked weed in over 2 months, and I have weed. I just don't smoke it. I should start again. I haven't. I should start smoking some. Maybe I'll smoke some and stream. Trios was the best. Hey, you know, it's a shame. Trios is the best game mode they ever had. They should have kept it. The Gulag sucks. I'd rather play. Hey, listen, I'd rather play with no Gulag. If I die, I die. Whatever. They should make it so if you have, like they used to have it, where if you had 4,500 or whatever, you can buy yourself back in automatically. Like I played one time, I think it was called Resurgent, or you buy yourself back in if you have enough money, you automatically respawn. That Gulag, I really hate the Gulag. I don't like it. Gulag ruins the game. I haven't played. I don't like the Gulag. Oh, they have. I should go back to smoking cigarettes. I actually watched Breaking Bad last night. Hey man, I'm telling you, if you need reading glasses, get these motherfuckers. They're on Amazon. I forget the name. It's in that in my videos, in the what do you call the description. Hey, how many Browns fans are here right now? If we didn't have Mayfield, we'd be like, oh, we got to get Stafford. We got to get Stafford. The only quarterback that I would take over Mayfield right now, I'll be honest with you, there's not one, not even Mahomes. Even though I know Mahomes is better, I would not take any quarterback in the league right now. It would be hard to pass on Aaron Rodgers because I know, but Mayfield is playing at such a high level right now. I don't see any, you know what I'm saying? I don't see any quarterback playing better. I mean, I really wouldn't. I mean, Aaron Rodgers comes into Cleveland. Is he going to play better than Mayfield did against Kansas City? I don't see it. Mayfield played great. Mayfield's not the problem in Cleveland. And all these people wanting to get rid of the Joe Woods. You realize Joe Woods held KC to 22 points with the fucking team that half the guys shouldn't even be playing in the NFL. Baseball in 1990s with the Cleveland Indians is one of the greatest things to watch. They had an offensive lineup that was crazy. And the Indians were like, man, they had all kinds of great players at that team at one time. Yeah, I loved baseball in the 90s. Ramirez used to have checks in his glove box he never cashed from Cleveland. That guy was a beast. Fernando Vina, he beat the shit out of Vina. That was great. Let's see. We had fucking, look at all these guys. We had Richie Sexton, Paul Sorrento, Brian Giles, Manny Ramirez. We had everybody. We had Dave Winfield. We had everybody. David Justice, Marquise Grissom, Kenny Lofton. That team was stacked. Matt Williams. I mean, we had a stacked roster. Carlos Baerga was great for about 3 years. Jim Thome. That Indians were stacked. It was crazy. The Braves, and they got beat by the Marlins. We should have won that series, but fucking Charles Nagy gave up a fucking. Actually, I forget. Oh, remember Tony Fernandez? He won the game against the. Oh my God, Robbie Alomar. We were stacked. Kenny Lofton was a beast. The Indians of the 90s were always. My favorite game I ever witnessed was a Sunday night game. We were down 14-2 to the Mariners. We came back and won it. I was into baseball big time back then. I swear to God. Yeah. Alomar was a beast. Hey, honestly, baseball should bring back the steroid era. It was way better. Hey, remember this guy, David Segway? I remember I dyed my hair blonde like Segway years ago. That's how I killed my fucking hair. David Segway. We'd always make a late season trade to pick up a bat. Kevin Seitzer, professional hitter. I don't get into baseball no more. Baseball, but I'm telling you, back in the 90s, it was great when the steroid era. I went to Indians games. I remember I went to a bunch of Indians games back in the day. Oh, Barry Bonds was one of the greatest players ever. What he did in that one year when he had 73 he was a beast. I don't care if he did steroids or Roger Clemens did steroids, it was way better back then. I remember Albert Bell, Richie Sexton. I remember Albert Bell hit that homer against the Red Sox and then flexed. I remember we had the Red Sox down and they brought in Pedro Martinez and they fucking that pissed me off because then he pitched on like a day later to wrap up the series in the playoffs. I was so fucking mad. I used to leave work when they played in the afternoon games. Sexton was a beast. I mean, they always had players, man. They had great I'm trying to think of other guys they picked up at the trade deadline. Who was the last one they picked up years ago? There was a guy, let me think. They picked up a couple guys. They always picked up a bat. Yeah, I used to love baseball. It was actually my favorite sport at the time. You gotta understand, you know why? Because the Browns left. So I was into baseball like a motherfucker. There was no football. When the Browns left, man, it sucked. That was the worst fucking thing. I tried like in Green Bay, but you know as well as I do, you can't just switch teams. It ain't the same. I was a shortstop and then a center fielder. And I'm not going to lie to you. I used to be such a great athlete. I was like Jim Edmonds. In baseball, I was a dominant baseball player. Switch hitter. I switch hit when I was 10 years old. And here's the reason why. I cut myself on a fucking soup can. I was supposed to pitch in a championship game. I had to switch hit. I couldn't swing a bat left-handed. Fuck yeah, I remember that. I remember all that shit. Edmonds would time a ball so he could make a great catch. I remember when I used to live in a dumpster. I lived in the streets for like 2 months. When I got out of jail, I had no place to live. I was living in Mill Creek Park, walking around with my trash bag full of my life. And then my dad got me a job working at a farm. He knew some guy, and I lived there for like 2 years. It was great. I would cut Lamar. He's not a quarterback. Hey, Baltimore is just spinning tires right now. They will never win a championship with him. If I didn't have cats, I would be a nomad. I'd go get a vehicle and just live in it. Well, how can I give up a beast like that? I had a fort I made in the park. It was great. You're damn right. Baltimore owes us everything. They do. Oh, Allen's not going to get any better with that coach. They got to get rid of that coach. I'm sorry. I like KC in the Super Bowl. Although I give Tampa Bay a chance. My cats get acquainted with me quick. For some reason, cats like me. Well, that one's still hiding. Let me see. Yep, there he is hiding. See? He puts his claws down and it goes through my leg. It pissed me off. Mayfield played as about as good as you could play in the playoffs this year. He really did. I mean, if you look at, you can hate Mayfield all you want, but if you watch him play in the playoffs, he was accurate, dead accurate. He played great. If Mayfield played bad, you know me, I'll call him out because I wanted to get rid of him. When the Browns came back, they got robbed. When Jacksonville and Carolina got a franchise, they did something that they took away from the Browns. And the Browns, that's why the Browns sucked because they didn't have them players. We were supposed to get something different than the Jaguars and Panthers got them. We didn't get. I forget what it was. But it still doesn't excuse the fact that it took our franchise. If we would have hired the right people in the beginning, we could have been good. Yeah, the Browns accounted for themselves good this year. They really did. I mean, if they had a better head coach, if their head coach would have just let Mayfield win the game for us, I think we would have won. I really do. You had 8 minutes left. You wasted 4 on that last drive, right? You went for it on 4th and 1 in that drive. Why not go for it on 4th and 9? I don't watch boxing or MMA anymore. The only thing I watch is football. Tim Couch could have been a good quarterback. They ruined him. They played him when he was hurt. I would have went for it on 4th and 9. I mean, listen, even if you don't get the 4th and 9, you got to bank on them making, what's his name, kick a field goal. He makes it, you're down 8. You can still score and win. You give up a touchdown, you're done. At least you have a chance to, win. Stefanski's a good coach, but he cost us the playoffs. He really did. If Andy Reid wasn't the head coach of the Chiefs right now, I'd be taking the Buccaneers. But Andy Reid makes that team so much better. Look at Alex Smith. He was a good player with Andy Reid. Without him, he's horrible. I have a feeling that Stefanski will give a play calling this year. I really do. I did. I started rooting for the Packers, but it wasn't the same. What's up, buddy? No, Russell Wilson's done. He was good, but he's done now. What's up, buddy? B. What you doing? You got food right there, bro. She wants a new can. That's all she wants is a new can so she can lick the fucking stock off it. You can't give it to her, man. You got it, bro. I'm not giving you no more food. You got that food right there. I'll chop it up for you, but I ain't giving you no food. Hold up. Here. Look, it's chopped up for you. Eat it. If I only had that, I wish I only had that cat that I could just, that'd be great. Actually, I was happy when Tim Couch got injured because he was playing like shit. When he played against the Ravens, I was happy. Although Tim Couch humiliated the Steelers on Sunday Night Football 30-13, ran a touchdown, and he was a beast. Pat McAfee, again, did something stupid. He's trying to be funny, acting. He was on there, and they had, you know how they had like 6 people on the screen? He's looking up and then looking sideways, trying to be funny. Pat McAfee's a clown. Tries too hard to be funny. Yeah, I looked at Jim Kelly's career yesterday, right? His numbers, they were horrible. Oh, I don't know. Hey, Larry Zonka's in the Hall of Fame. He was absolutely horrible. But if you go by numbers only, Jim Kelly ain't no Hall of Famer. But back then, them numbers were good. Now the numbers seem fucking terrible. Football was a different game back then, though. Trust me, these quarterbacks today, here's my theory. A guy that threw 30 touchdowns in 1980, that was like throwing 50 today. 3,000 yards in 80 was like throwing for 5,000 today. It's a different game. Back in the day, if you went over the middle, when you could get hit in football, Receivers weren't catching things like they do today. Now it's so easy to play receiver and quarterback, it's not even funny. AJ Hawk looks like Rocky Dennis from Mask. So yeah, these numbers are they're inflated. So I think Brett Favre is better. No, Brett Favre is great, but I think Rodgers is better. What people would die. Players would die on the field right now. Brady will go down as the best quarterback ever. However, and he is a top 3 quarterback. He may be the best. I still would take Aaron Rodgers over him. I hate Matt LaFleur. I hate Matt LaFleur. Pat McAfee's he's a clown. If Brady was on the Browns this year, we don't win in the playoffs, put it that way. He would have never been able to beat Pittsburgh. Quarterback was not the problem in Cleveland in the playoffs, trust me. Mayfield played as good as you can in the playoffs. Yeah, Namath sucked. He was horrible. He had one good win. I mean, look at this clown. Hold on, look at this. Look at Pat McAfee trying desperately to get attention, right? He's not even. Someone else is talking, right? Look at McAfee. Look at McAfee. Look at this clown. Look at him. Always got to be the center of attention, McAfee. That guy's a clown. Remember when I made him dance last year on Twitter? I said he tried too hard and he got sensitive over it. Packers screwed up. Yeah, McAfee's a clown. I got to make a video on him. But I got no way of getting it to him on Twitter because I'm not on Twitter. How do I open another Twitter account up without a number? I got to have another phone number. If I had a phone number I could get on, my phone number's been used too many times. We got to have a phone number to link. Trust me, I tried everything with emails. You got to have a phone number. Oh, I could change my number. You're right. I could do that. Never thought of that. I used everybody. I used my mom's phone number. I used everyone's. I used my boy's number. Text free. Maybe I'll try that. What the fuck are you doing, bro? I don't know how the hell. Cat got under that couch. I don't know how he's under there. Why would I use the local mortgage number? They would call it. You can't verify it. I gotta go take care of some business though. I am gonna stream later. Watch. I'll be on later. Trust me.